Hello, my name is Fiona Stanton from Papercraft, and this is a quick spooky video showing you how I made the Frightfully, well, these treat boxes really, using the Frightfully Cute stamp set and die set. So these are from Stampin' Up and they're available until the end of December if you want to get them from next year. Though you might still have a chance to get them for next week. So they're very sweet little sets. And the Tombstone treat boxes are quite a nice size. As you can see, they're open up like that. And they're a nice, decent kind of size. So I'm going to show you. Now, I've done all my die cutting, so all I'm going to do is my stamping, really. So let's grab one. So let me grab, so these are the bits for this one. So these are just going to be my stamping bits for here. So first of all, we're going to use a crushed curry and stamp the moon. Now normally I would probably stamp then die cut it out, but I didn't want to get my die cutting machine out halfway through a video. So we're going to give this a shot. Some of my ink pads are quite old, but they still work fine. You can get re-inkers for most of them. Stamp, stamp, stamp. I hope that's even. Put it off. That will do. Let me just clean my stamp off and put it away. You have to put up with me. I do tidy as I go. I know it's a video and I meant to just get on with it, but if I don't, I'll lose things. Oh, I don't want to lose things. Right, then we're going to stamp Miss Witchy in Memento. You can use Stays On. I'm going to use Memento. I don't mind if it's not. Stays On gives a much black image. But obviously it's a bit more difficult to clean off your stamp because it is an alcohol stamp. But I find as long as you kind of prime your stamp with Memento. So we're going to stamp Miss Witchy slightly off so she's flying through the moon. And just hold it down a little bit, let that soak through. We don't mind. Right. There we go. Oh, she's lovely. She's lovely. So let's clean her up and then get the stamp out that we want, which is Which Way to the Candy. My children ask that every day, regardless if it's Halloween or not. There we go. So that's our stamping done for that one. We'll leave the Memento out for the next box. And then what we're going to do, we're going to grab one of these blending brushes. I mean, I should have started off with very vanilla, really. I think I did for most of these, do very vanilla, but never mind, we're using white now. And just go off and blend it through just to distress it. Tim Holtz it, as I say. Always start off the page, tap a little bit off so it doesn't get too strong, and go around in big circles to do the edges. Anyway, you're not too keen on, just go over again. The more you blend, the better it'll be. That's that one, and we'll do this one as well. I think crushed curry particularly looks well when it's being distressed. Crushed curry looks good when it's distressed, sorry. English is my first language, you'd be surprised to know. Right, there we go. So those are two. Right, I suppose I better get my boxes. Right. That's one. So they come flat pack like this with sticky on them, so you don't need any glue. And as you can see, there are two sizes, and one is the bottom and one is the top. So that's the only thing you need to remember. Just make sure you get two of different sizes when you get them out. And they're pretty straightforward to put together. This probably means I'm going to make a complete hash of this now, doesn't it? I tend to fold and then I get them sticky off. So we've got some kind of memory as to where it's meant to be going. But as you can see, it doesn't take long to put these boxes together. And that's that. And they're all, you know, you get 8 of them in a pack. So I don't think you can really go wrong with these. Even if you just leave them plain, they're not going to do. And just filling up with sweeties, I mean, you know. I was thinking I probably should have put it all together when they were flat, but I wanted to make sure I knew which one was top and which one was bottom. I've got two the same size. Now I'll tell you what I've done. So I told you they're so easy to do, and look, I've mucked it up. Just make sure those are in properly, because that end goes in quite nicely. It's just this top end. There we go. There we go. And they can stand up like that or lay flat. So we're going to get, now I've put double self-adhesive cling sheet on the back of everything, more or less, because it makes such a difference. However, saying that, it's still going to be a little bit tricky because it's silver foil. It's a little bit more tricky to get everything out. So just peel it off slowly and push through those bits. Some of it will come out without the adhesive sheet, and some of it will need the adhesive sheet. So it's just going to take a little bit of time. I might fast forward this. You don't need to see me struggling with silver foil sheet. Right, so once we're happy, we're going to stick that down. It is a finicky die, so that's why I prefer to use the adhesive sheet, even though it is a little bit difficult sometimes. Using it can be tricky getting everything out, but it just makes it a bit easier. Now we're going to have the same problem with these bits, but let's see how we get on. So this is a tree from it. This is not so bad. And again, it's just because it's so fiddly, it just makes it a bit easier to get these bits down. And we've got the gate. Need to have a spooky gate. I mean, Stampin' Up also do self-adhesive foam sheets. So so if you wanted to stand out like Dimensionals. But I decided I want these flat. So then we add which way to the candy, just with some glue. So they're nice and easy. So don't get worried about trying to decorate boxes like this. They are nice and easy to do, and if you're doing a lot, then just simplify the design if you think it's too much to design. Or oh, I got carried away with the self-adhesive sheets, put some on here as well. Probably would have stuck that under the foam pad. So let me see if I can get one underneath it. Oh. Decided a foam pad was better for the owlie. There we go. So let's just put our witch on with some foam, with a foam pad. And there we go. So those are those two boxes. Oh, my owl's not straight. It's a drunk owl. Never mind. That's for the grown-ups, that one. Right, so we're going to do again the same thing with this box. Let me get my stamping done first of all. Oh. So we've got Happy Halloween to you. So all the tag dies came in the die set. So all these dies are just, so these elements were all made just with the elements from the stamp and the die set. They didn't have to use any other dies, which is good because it is called Frightfully tags. So they do have obviously the tags in there. So this tag shape came in here, and so did that. Oops. You can see how my workstation gets incredibly messy after a while. The alchemy bottles, I thought these were. There we go. That's all my stamping done. Let's put that away before I put my thumb in it. Let's face it, it's not something that you've not known me to do. Right, so let's get everything out that I want to dress up. You can use two colours. Sometimes I use soft suede and early espresso just to make the edges a bit deeper, give it a bit more dimension, but I'm quite happy with soft suede at the moment just for these bits. I don't think it needs anything more. I do like doing this because you don't have to be too accurate. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now I did this arrow bit, or this tag, slightly different. Previously what I did is I cut the silver foil fag stars out and stuck them on, but they're really, really tiddly and fussy, so I thought I'd try it this way and actually layer this up and see if that would have the same effect. It doesn't quite have the same effect, but I think it will do. I put quite a bit of glue on this, it's going to make a mess. So we're just going to leave that to one side to dry off. Because you can see on this one where I've stuck them out and they're raised, but I thought I'd try the same effect but in reverse and see whether actually having the foil poke through. It's certainly easier and quicker, but it's not quite the same effect, as you can see. But I need some glue on the end there. Excuse me, I just had to bring that up close so I could see what I was doing. Hopefully I'm not the only one doing that. Right then, last of all we've got this hat. Now on this one I did a silver buckle, but I've done a gold buckle this time. So all you need to do is get some, so that's your base one, it's the black. So again, self-adhesive sticky sheet. And I'm going to bring this back up to my eyes again so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to carefully cut around the embossed detail for the belt and the buckle. Now you don't have to be too, perfect with this. No one's going to sit there and score your treat box out of 10. Well, I might do if you show me. If you show me, then I must score them out of 10 for you. But, I'm not perfect. And when you cut it out first of all, you think, oh, I've done a really bad job cutting it out. But actually, once you stick it all together, it doesn't really matter. Right, excuse me, these are small and fiddly, so I am going to have to bring it up to my eyes so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'll try doing it like this. You're going to get whichever way you do it, you're either going to get the back of my head or not see it at all. But we'll try doing it like that. And just layer these elements up. And it just adds, makes it a bit special. Yes, you've got to cut it out 3 times, but hey. Doesn't actually take that long to do. So there's our witch's hat. Right, bear with me. I'm just going to make the boxes up and fiddle around with my silver web. I've got another silver web to unpick, so I'll speed this bit up. I'll be with you in a second. So I've put my web on, so we're just going to add the elements now. So put that on with some dimensionals. Our alchemy bottles the right way up. Our hat. And then we'll layer these up together. It's a little dab of glue down here. And that can get added on with some dimensionals. There you go. So that's my original box, and that's that box. Oops, sorry. Oop. Hang on, just keep pressing. It will stay down. Right. There you go. You can see them all. So that is my Halloween make for you. I hope you enjoy Halloween, however you celebrate it. And I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.